Simon, be
And
quiet.
we're back. Shut Terry.
You shut your mouth when you're talking to me.
No. You do that. I'm the host. You're just here to look good. And you
Automatically succeeding.
You don't really, but whatever. Eagle?
Hi.
Hi. See, he's nice. He only talks when we ask him to. He doesn't say anything stupid.
I don't know about that.
Eagle's choking on a big black mic.
Really, today? Right now? How you been, guys? Good?
Awesome.
Trying to put this show on the road. You're trying to keep it on track, but you guys are terrible.
Okay, this is what I'm going to do. This week, I'm going to correct every time you say something wrong.
Matt has been...
Let's get this show on the road, not let's put this show on the road.
No, get back on track.
On frappe le chemin, okay?
On frappe le chemin.
It's back on track.
All right, let's go. Let's get into it.
All right. Div 1, DK wins a big game against D-Boys.
Crazy, man.
It was a crazy game. I score kept the game. It started off terrible.
So
Both
the stats are wrong if you score kept the game.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, Mocon put them
Mocon entered them wrong.
Don't forget.
Yeah.
I get them right on the paper, but Mo puts them wrong on the
Mocon
side.
enters them wrong.
DK and D-Boys, both first drives were turnover on downs. It was nothing like 10 minutes in. I couldn't know what was going on. Like, am I watching Div 6? Was I fooled?
So what were you more like? They both have good defenses.
It wasn't defenses.
It was just shitty offenses.
You go fourth down, Axonoam is wide open in the end zone. Rajdi, it's slightly behind him, but still, very catchable ball.
And
dropped.
Arsenal would have caught that.
Straight up just dropped.
9 out of 10 times.
And then he walks back in the huddle. I was like, I'm sorry, guys.
It is what it is.
No, everybody has drops. It happens.
I mean, I'm sure you've said sorry a few times in the huddle.
No.
More often than not.
I think he's actually said it 387 times. Was that the number?
Something like that.
Something like that. Sometimes I don't even apologize. People know. But Matt Kurak made some good plays, man.
Matt Kurak's a good player.
He got laid out.
But he's holding that baby weight, though. He's a little slower than what he usually is. But I'm not surprised. I mean, DK is the returning champion.
Yeah. No, DK finally played the way DK should have played the whole season.
That's it.
They made some good defensive plays. Alex Pilon was covering Theo most of the game, which was a weird decision.
True, because they have a little bit of... they don't like each other too much, those guys.
But it was a weird decision. Like, you get Alex Pilon to cover Theo. But it worked out.
It's more of a speed thing.
Yeah,
Theo's actually gotten faster throughout the years.
That's exactly what it is. It's a speed thing.
It's more just to take something away, you know. So take away Marco's first read, which is always Theo, right?
It wasn't.
It wasn't this weekend.
No, he was looking away. He was looking to Como. He was looking to get other people involved. And Matt Kurak was the one that moved the chain most of the night.
Hela, Matt Kurak.
No, on third and long, and fourth and long was Matt. But the last two drives when they needed points, it was Theo.
Yeah.
Theo got stopped at the 1 on second to last play. He cut the ball, started backpedaling into the end zone. His flag came off. They fell into the end zone, but the tackle was done at the 1, so it was called at the 1. It was a pretty good call from the referees. And last play of the game, could not punch it in. DK wins 27-20. Now
that's a shame.
D-Boys already clinched the playoffs prior to the game because Waste Youth tied Lunatics.
What an ugly game.
So D-Boys...
So are
in the playoffs now?
Are you disappointed in Waste Youth for the tie?
100%.
I think I had predicted Waste Youth last week.
I hope they went for 2, got it to tie.
We're going to talk about this game in more detail after we finish with brother DK D-Boys, right? Or are we done with
We're done.
We're done with DK D-Boys.
That was a great segue right here. You killed it.
You murdered it, Eagle.
I don't know. If I didn't pick up on it, that's probably not a good segue.
Yeah, it's a good point.
It wasn't mine. It was theirs.
Blame me. Blame the good looking guy.
It's all about the accountability here, guys.
Yeah. Reliability.
So, Waste Youth, Lunatics, I don't know. I'm disappointed it's a tie. Both teams needed a win. Like right now, it's better for Lunatics.
Waste Youth play Rainmakers next week, so it's better for Lunatics.
Lunatics now has a tiebreaker on Waste Youth.
Exactly.
They won the first one.
Yeah, you couldn't drop any more points than that.
So in this case, good for you guys. You get the tiebreaker over Waste Youth, and now all they need to do is to get out of the bottom 2, and they're.
So they'll basically need a win this week because if Waste Youth wins and they lose, then they're automatically they jump up.
Yeah, but it's 2 teams out.
Waste Youth and Lunatics are both out
right now.
The
DK's up.
DK's up
with Rainmakers.
Because if Waste Youth
5th and 6th.
If Waste Youth wins, I think
we have it here.
Playoff standings on the screen.
If Waste Youth wins,
my man.
If Waste Youth wins, they're playing Rainmakers. So if they win, they bump Rainmakers. Okay.
Yes.
If Lunatics loses, then Loonatics is out, right? So they have to win again this week. Waste Youth and Loonatics both have to win to get in, because DK is playing.
Well, no, because if Waste Youth beats Rainmakers, then
Waste Youth is in automatically.
No, because they played twice. They played each other twice.
No, but Waste Youth is going to get 4 points, and Rainmakers is only.
No, they're only going to get 2 points. It's 1 win.
Sorry, I'm looking at it backwards. So Waste Youth is going to have 7 points total.
Yeah,
correct.
And then
Rainmakers only going to have 6 points.
Yes.
Yeah.
So there's no tiebreaker there.
No, but if Loonatics win the week afterwards, they'll also have 7 points with Waste Youth and be over Waste Youth.
No, there's no
tiebreaker. There's 2 games left.
I understand that.
Okay, so if Waste Youth wins this week and loses week 10,
yeah,
and Loonatics loses this week and wins next week, they'll be okay. Regardless,
I don't like your math.
Well, you have DK and Rainmaker still in the mix there.
You don't do math properly.
Everybody's still in the mix except Finest, who clinched the first seed.
Correct.
D-Boys clinched already. Now, God Skills and Flagmore and Saigat 8 points are most likely in, unless they lose the next 2 and there's a miracle somehow.
All right, here we go.
I'm not even sure it's possible.
Waste Youth play the Finest this week.
Okay, that's so, yeah.
All right. I mean, we're gonna say it.
Good luck, Dan.
We're gonna say it. Good luck, Kevin. And then Waste Youth played Rainmakers. This week, Loonatics play God Skills.
Oh, that's a good game.
That's a very good game. And then Loonatics play Flagmont Sack next week. So potentially 1-1 for both teams. And then depending on who Rainmakers. Rainmakers right now are playing D-Boys this week. Automatic loss.
But that's what I'm saying.
And then Rainmakers
if they do go 1-1 both teams, then they're both at 7 points.
Rainmakers can go 0-2.
Rainmakers can go 0-2 with 6 points fall out of the playoffs.
Yeah.
And Loonatics would be in because they have the tiebreaker over Waste Youth because they tied.
You think DK's going to squeeze in?
DK plays Flagmont Sack and then they play God Skills. So
That's tough.
I think DK is the one looking outside looking in.
So we could possibly see DK and Rainmakers out, and Waste Youth and Loonatics making it with 7 points.
How crazy is that? I had Waste Youth and no, I forgot who I had. I think I had Waste Youth and Rainmakers out at the beginning.
Oh, that's very interesting.
Yeah.
I would like to see that. I don't think it's gonna happen. I think DK is in for a shocker end of the season.
A shocker?
Yeah. I think Serge Billon's gonna come back at some point. Shocker.
Don't set me up like that ever again. We're not in front of the president.
He's not watching. He's talking to the GM.
He's listening.
Hypnotized.
Even when he's not listening, he's listening.
He watches this afterwards. And he sends me messages.
He watched it last week during. He actually corrected me a few times.
Oh, that's pretty good.
It's okay. I'm not scared of no president. It's I'm like Stone Cold. He's Vince McMahon.
Fair.
I'm gonna pour cement in his car and stuff. What kind of he drives that shit Fiat truck.
I can't open this door.
God damn it. Get a Honda or something, Rob. Jesus.
So yeah, DK's out of the dog pound for now.
The dog pound?
Dog pound.
Dog house.
Really?
Yeah, this episode is called Correct Simon.
Really?
Dog house.
We should do this episode.
The dog pound was, what was the
Simon Says Stupidities.
Simon Says Stupidities. La vida
That's the title of next week's
Dog Pound is was like a rap group in the 90s or something.
Really? It's not a thing?
No.
Interesting.
I mean, it could be.
It
probably but you don't know what it is, so I don't know why you're saying it.
I don't know. I'm gonna take text. I'm on airplane mode right now because my battery's pretty low. But I'm gonna get text messages from Kirawak by the end of the day. That's for sure.
Hey, so anything good happen in Div 2?
Nope. Nothing actually.
That's a terrible segue. We don't care about yours. Speaking of Div 2.
Speaking of which,
Clockwork, Incredibles. Terry, what happened?
It wasn't there.
Terry.
Okay.
15-12.
So this is what happened. Terry Time wasn't there.
Okay, so there obviously Incredibles cannot
Terry
put
Time
points.
wasn't there because Marco didn't want to change the game. I understand, but he realized that I wasn't going to play, so he was scared. He was scared of me dropping my phone like I dropped
Most
balls.
likely the reason why.
And he's like, you know what? If Terry Time won't play, then we'll win.
40-yard bomb.
It wasn't a bomb. It was a 30-yard little one of those.
It was a 40-yard breaking tackles.
Let's get back to Div 2.
Sorry.
Who cares about Div 4? So they didn't want me to play. So I ended up not playing. I had my nephew's baptism. It was a great time. Got wasted.
I was scared of you, bro. I heard about you playing ball lock. I don't want to play
two pick sixes in the game. What are you gonna expect? Defensive struggle. Mokan. I was gonna. If I wanted to murder somebody,
Mokan.
It would have been Mokan.
Why would you do
that? I texted him, asked him what the score was. He told me it ended 50-12.
Classic Mokan. And then did the same thing to me the other week.
50-12. Anyway, it ended up 15-12 for Clockwork. Good game. 50. We're gonna see them in the playoffs. It looks like we're gonna see them in the first round of the playoffs.
I heard about your boy Greg Stern cracking under pressure.
Cracking under pressure.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Rumors were that the rusher was too good for Greg Stern.
Who's the rusher? Terrence.
No, Kira.
For Clockwork?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Kerouac's not a good rusher though. I don't know.
I don't know. That's what he was saying. He was bragging about it.
No, for real.
And then he lost in Div 1. So
it's tough. It's tough. No, but good game. The boys said after just one of those defensive games, just both offenses couldn't get too much going.
Both teams are clinched the playoffs.
Yeah, we're finishing 4-5. It looks like maybe one team will jump up to 3.
It doesn't. Honestly, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Once you're in.
No, I'm saying we'll probably play them. It looks like we're going to be playing them in the first.
That would be a fun game.
Yeah, for sure.
That would be interesting. Dan and Co ties again. That's Dan Lazar's 3rd tie in a row.
But look who's tied. These
STL.
guys, Incredibles,
Somehow.
STL, and Lunatics.
Dan and Co had 2 ties in a row, but Dan Lazar has 3 in a row.
Yeah.
How do you tie so much? Are you like on a crusade to get as many ties as possible and break a record, Dan?
I think that Dan is. Dan and Cole. I'll say. I don't want to say Dan. He's not the only guy on the team, right? With him, I think it's more of a. He knows he has to score, right? Because his defense isn't really doing what they should be doing. They're not stopping a lot of teams.
Yeah, but ties, bro.
I know. It's those extra points. They're killing him.
Well, he's gotten a few. 4 out of 5.
But he's doing what he has to do. It's not Dan's fault. I think it's the defense.
It's someone's fault. Someone's calling the shots.
I blame the defense.
No, I blame Dan for calling the shots.
I blame
you went for 1 instead of for 2 and you got tied.
Dan and Co killed Division B last year with I would say a worse team. Okay? Even though they have basically the core there. So Blanchet, Jonyo, Casey, and Dan are there. They added a bunch of really good players to the team this year.
No, the team's not the problem.
So in the playoffs, I'm really not worried because there's no ties in the playoffs, right? So they're going to be in there. They're going to be competitive. And they tied STL, who is, to me, the best team in Division 2.
Agreed.
So
or one of the best.
Well, second best at Incredibles. But yeah. Correct. So I'm not too worried about Dan and Cole.
Monstars put up 52 points on Usual Suspects this week.
Okay.
In a 52-37 blowout. That's the second time this year that Usual Suspects allow more than 50 points.
It's also not the first time that Monstars put 50 points up in a game.
Last week
they did it.
They lost.
Last year they did it. Last year they did it. They lost by 1. They lost to Glads last week again by 1.
53-52.
Yeah. They're very capable, but it's a defensive.
Their offense is great.
But defense is not going to do anything.
Is that a way to say that their defense is not good?
So, Eagle, if you can show us the standings for a second here in Division 2. So, if you look at the Conference A. No, my mistake.
Conference B.
Where is it? Yeah, Conference B. Monstars are 3rd place. So the way it looks now is that they're probably going to be playing Served with Ice or Usual Suspects or Chernobyl.
They might move because it's the point against for them and GNR. It might move. So they might play.
They might play Usual Suspects again, which is my point.
Or they might play Glads.
Who cares about Glads?
Well, Monstars.
I get it. But Monstars might play Usual Suspects again. Do you think that they can put up 52 points against Usual Suspects twice?
Depends who Usual Suspect has in the roster.
Well, they're only going to have the guys that are eligible for the playoffs.
Are they going to be a bunch of Div 4 players, or are they going to have their Div 2 roster?
Well, who are you trying to call out here, man?
All the guys that Rob has to put together last minute to play with them?
But they're only going to have the guys that are available in the playoffs.
How many guys are eligible on the roster right now?
That's what I'm asking.
There's 2 games left.
I'll tell you right now, buddy.
Thank you.
More than enough to get going, or they only have one game left. Usual Suspects, no?
They do.
So
they only have 1 game.
Carruthers,
they only have 1 game.
They only have 1 game left. Carruthers, Hinsley Adams, Jonathan Grizzly if he plays 1 more game. Michael Roy plays 1 more game. Rickman Cherry, Rob White, and Sean Haney plays 1 more game.
That's a roster of 7 max.
That's it.
So
there's no one else at 5 games.
Oh, Antonio Lani had 5 games, and Carmine actually had 5 games. So
you're bad at this.
My mistake. My screen was cut off after. I can't read.
Okay, no, that roster sounds good enough to make a Div 2 push.
A Div 2 push against Monstars. All they got to do is stop them a couple times, and they'll be able to. And you think
the roster sounds good enough for them to be competitive in the playoffs in Division 2.
They'll be able to move the ball. Rick is very capable of moving the ball, and he actually he plays better in those circumstances.
Yes, he does.
So I'm not worried about Usual Suspects. I think that they're very underrated this year going into the season. So. I'm looking forward to seeing what they can do in the playoffs.
Speaking of the team,
if they make it.
Speaking of the team that you obviously don't want to talk about, Glads. Frank LeBeau puts up 64 points on his birthday, and tosses 10 passing touchdowns. 10.
He couldn't throw 11. See,
well, Leo called the game early.
It wasn't against the MPS. It was against CLR forces.
And his DBs were not taking knees at the 1 to give him more passing touchdowns.
Oh, that's what Clockwork did?
I hear a call out coming.
Yeah, that's gonna happen at the end of the game. I didn't know about that.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know if it happened on every pick, but I know it happened at least once.
Okay.
But Glads did not do that. Alex Nadeau-Dupuis was actually tackled by Fred Dupuis close to the end zone.
Oh.
Yeah. He picked him off. Was 1 for 6, and Fred Dupuis.
Hey, is Alex Nadeau-Dupuis the best player in FPF, or
why?
just is, man. That guy's amazing.
On defense,
you know why? You know why he's the best?
Go.
Because he does it with the belly. Every other guy does it with, you know, nice little abs,
being shaved,
you know, like biceps. You know, they look good. They could put on a tank top. Alexander Hughes has no business wearing a tank top.
Alexander Hughes does not care.
No business wearing a tank top, but the guy gets her done. You know what I mean?
He made some great catches.
He's a great player. Great player.
He made some
awesome guys.
He made some people look bad out there. But Glads, man.
So at the beginning of the season, when I said served with ice won't make the playoffs,
served with ice.
You laughed at me.
Served with ice with the upset this week.
You laughed at me.
You better.
And then I said, Simon, they're on drugs, man. They're not going to make the playoffs. I don't care if they have one player, two players, whoever. Okay.
And look at them now.
And GNR's coming 2 losses in a row. GNR.
Yes.
So
usual suspects now served with ice.
Now, what does that say? What does that say about GNR? Losing to 2 teams that are bubble teams right now. They're inside. They're inside the playoffs right now, but it looks like mathematically they can still be eliminated. Well, I don't think it's going to happen.
2 options here. Option 1, they're being nice and they're giving free wins. Option 2, they clinched already. They don't care about what happens to them and they're taking a step back.
Yeah.
Now, if that's the case, it's not the good way to go into the playoffs because next thing you know, you're not back into being competitive. And
so, what I was impressed with this week...
It could be a roster problem.
It could be. What I was impressed with this week with Serve with Ice is that Jordan Panetta was able to throw 5 touchdowns, no interceptions.
Converts.
Yeah. He ran for 30. He's able to spread the ball. He had probably his best game he's ever going to play and ever has played.
No, he has played some really good games.
No, I'm saying, but look at the caliber he's playing against.
Yeah, okay.
He's playing against Vondran, playing against Vinny, playing against Jamal.
Teddy.
Teddy. I don't know if Teddy was on. Teddy played.
Probably. I don't think he misses one.
He didn't get any stats. Steve Sano was playing that day. Sean Avram, I mean, whatever. He's not that good of a player on defense, Sean Avram, but whatever. He's a good guy. Jason Prince didn't get any stats, so he wasn't there. So that maybe that's why they lost. But I'm just impressed with Serve with Ice, and they really.
Because Jason Prince wasn't there, that's why they lost?
Yeah, that's what I think.
You said the exact opposite last week. Because Jason Prince was there, they lost the usual suspects.
No, I said it sarcastically.
Okay. Go on, Terry.
So I'm saying Served with Ice over-exceeding my expectations, and good on them. Looks like they're going to be in the playoffs.
I hope they do.
Well, they will. Mathematically, they're able to go out, but I think they'll be able to...
the chances of them dropping out are very, very slim.
Well, listen, they're playing Wild Boys this week. Hey, real quick. Automatic win right there. Hey, real quick. Maybe Wild Boys can field the roster that's freaking eligible.
Well, they had a good roster this week against Chronic Pain.
Well, I hope so.
And their 4-point loss.
Talk about a segue.
But
and we're not talking about the thing that Simon uses to get from the kitchen to the couch. Hey yo.
I wish. That sounds like fun.
No, nothing.
Yeah. Yes, I got it. Eagle got it. Eagle smiling with ours. Like,
I wish I could hear all our fans laughing at my awesome jokes today.
You have no fans.
Yeah.
The show has fans, but no one likes the Terry Tam.
Terry Tam FPF on Twitter. Tweet at me, bro. Tweet at me.
We'll see if you get any shoutouts. Eagle, can you put up the Division 2 standings, please?
They're already there, probably.
They are on the screen.
Yes, we asked for them before.
Yeah, but
if Simon was paying attention,
we don't see the screen.
If Simon was paying attention, let's go to our segue, which was... What was the game?
There was no
Chronic Pain in the
We're looking at the damn stats. Let's go.
This guy's ruining my flow, man.
Conference A.
Okay, Conference A. Let's go.
Wild Boys and MPS are currently outside, looking in. The only team that haven't clinched yet, Chronic Pain, who we talked about, clinched with their win this week against Wild Boys.
Yeah, good on Chronic Pain.
Wolverines, points are us. Currently at 6 points. If either of them gets a tie or a win in the next 2 weeks, they automatically clinch. There's a very... I'm looking at it right now, and I don't think the MPS or Wild Boys could even catch up even if they get the same amount of games because of divisional record. I need to look it up to see if they actually get 10 games, but if they only get 9...
I was actually looking at it with Danny Demore yesterday, and...
But I like to believe that there is a chance.
You're missing some games there, bud. Oh, no, you're not.
No. Anyways, point is, the MPS Wild Boys both need to run the tables, and points are us, Wolverines both need to lose.
Points are us. New quarterback.
Danny Demore
playing quarterback the rest of the way.
Yeah. Oh, yeah? It's official? Interesting.
Official.
Div 2?
Div 2.
Rough. Well, Tanner Marsh is now part of the Cleveland Gladiators.
The Cleveland Gladiators?
Arena football.
Oh, for real?
Today.
Yeah, good for him.
So he's off to... And they released Rajdeep back in week 6.
The Cleveland Gladiators released Rajdeep?
No. Points are us.
I know they did.
Jesus.
But they had Joey. They could have used Joey, but whatever.
Anyways.
Hey, good on Danny. Now he's going to play both ways. That's it.
Good for him.
Yeah, good for him. Maybe he'll get some experience next year playing Div 1.
So, any moves? Any movement in Division 4, Division 2?
We got a live tweet here, live text. Tell Simon to go cry to a wolf.
Mac, you're right.
Maybe. So yeah, go ahead. Finish.
Conference A. Any movement? MPS Wild Boys?
No, they're both going to stay out, and they both should stay out.
Any movement in the rankings? Wolverines points are us. Chronic Pain. Incredibles.
See, that's what I'm interested in. So now Wolverines right now, they're going to be playing Usual Suspects and
okay, go on. Sorry.
Usual Suspects and Dan and Co. So I'm going to say 1-1 there. I think they can beat Usual Suspects.
I think they're going to lose both their games.
There you go. That's why you're dumb and I'm not.
I like Usual Suspects.
So I think they'll go 1-1. They'll probably stay at that 7-8 spot.
Okay.
Points are us. Doesn't look good for them this week. They're playing Terror Squad. I don't know how Danny's going to handle that rush. And then they play against Chronic Pain next week. I don't know how Danny's going to be able to handle that either. They play extremely difficult. So 0-2 for Points are us.
So no movement.
No movement for them.
So we're going to have Points are us against STL.
Unless Wild Boys can squeak out 2 wins. There you go.
Okay, so we have no movements. Conference B. We're going to talk about the matchups in the future episodes.
Conference B.
Bravs, #NR, Monstars, Grip and Rip, and Gladiators have officially clinched playoff berth. Serve with Ice are currently the 6th seed, right over Usual Suspects because of the points against.
Yeah.
With a 60-point difference, I don't think Usual Suspects will have to shut out their opponents and Serve with Ice be scored 60 points upon. I don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah,
so I don't see any much movement. Chernobyl currently in the 8th spot with 7 points, but they still have 2 games left to play, which Usual Suspects and Serve with Ice do not. Possible movement here, a lot. Do you think Terror Squad can pull it off and get in?
No. I mean,
don't make that face, Eagle.
They can. They're playing against Points or us this week, so they just need to win, right? At that point,
they need 2 wins. They need to win out.
They need to win out. Who's their second game? So I think they'll get a win this week. I'll pull it up.
Look it up, please.
I got it. Thanks, Eagle. Thanks for nothing.
Thanks for not doing your job.
Terror Squad plays against GNR this week. And last week.
Oh, that's
this
rough.
week they play Points or us, and they play GNR.
Okay, so let's say they win.
Both games?
No, let's say they win against Points or us.
They'll need to win against GNR.
Chernobyl loses this week, so Chernobyl stays at 7. Because if Chernobyl wins, they're also eliminated.
Okay,
they're done. So they need first of all Chernobyl to lose out, and they need to win out.
Okay.
So let's say they win against Points or us. Do you think they have any chance against GNR?
No, I don't think they do at all.
So
Terror Squad is like they're a cancer team this year. They just can't do anything right. And I feel for them. It's tough. I've been there, man. I've been there. It's tough for them. I like Terror Squad. I've always liked them. At the beginning of the season, I'd said big things about them. I was hoping that they would do well, but I just think that Tam can't play quarterback at this level, and it's nothing against him. It's just he's not playing to the level of his division.
Okay. Moving on. There's not much else to discuss.
Nope.
Terry Tam's Call of the Week.
I don't have one this week, but you just reminded me of one.
What do you mean? No, it's your only prep for this show.
Yeah, I know, but whatever. I'm going to ask you a question. This is my prep for the week. I'm going to ask you a question. On a scale from 1 to dwarf, how small are Matt Kerouac's hands?
Oh, that's a good question. Can I go Hobbit?
Yeah, that's a good one. Okay, Hobbit. Matt Kerouac has officially Hobbit hands.
It's like dwarf, but more hairy.
It's a good question, GM. One that I don't have the answer to, my friend.
Because you didn't say how big, you said how small.
Yeah.
GM is smarter than we are.
That was a great segment.
You liked it, eh?
Yeah, it was awesome.
It was nice.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how...
Eagles got dwarf hands.
Our manager... No, does
I got midget hands.
Midget hands.
Because
small people hands.
Kerouac has Hobbit hands.
Yeah, and Eagle has small people hands.
And very hairy feet.
Yeah.
Games of the week. This week, Division 1. Montreal's Finest against Waste Yout.
Woo! Man, this is...
I'm
going to go underdog Montreal's Finest here.
Is there any way...
It's like a minus 17.
Kevin Wyatt loses this game?
Wait, they're the underdog, so yeah, they're going to...
Okay.
But I'm going to pick upset win. Kevin Wyeth is able to figure out ways to use defense this week.
I was speaking to Dan earlier.
Upset win. Montreal's Finest win. Upset.
We got it.
Upset.
I was speaking to Dan earlier this season. He's like, he was looking forward to 2 games. D-Boys and Finest.
Yeah.
He's like, so I hope Dan Azara has very sweaty palms on.
Nah, he's cold as ice, man.
No, he's not.
He's good to go.
He gets thighs. That's what he
Me,
gets.
bro, Dan Lazara, bro.
DK.
He'll do fine.
Flight more sack.
Desperation will
DK
make
needs to
DK
win.
win. Desperation will make DK win this week.
But Flight more sack clinches playoffs would win.
But they're still going to be in the playoffs either way. They know they're in. So I think DK desperation makes them win. Gives them a W. Yeah.
Division 2. ONS. Monstars.
Oh, that's a tough one, man, because they both can score, and we've seen Kevin Wyeth be human this week. That's the only compliment I'm giving him all year. Kevin Wyeth has been human in Division 2.
Oh, human. Human.
Human. Humain.
I thought human.
Speak human. Speak it.
Okay.
You mean English?
Okay, let me ask you a better question than who wins. Will they score more than 100 points total?
No. I'm looking at like a 46 to 42 game.
So very close to 100.
Very close. But 100 means you.
They will not top the Glads Monster game of 105 points?
No. I don't think so.
That was a good game.
Even though both defenses are terrible.
This is what you have to do this
I'm going
week.
ONS
Rod
this game,
and Kevin, more than 100 points combined.
I'm going to go ONS this week, though.
Usual suspects,
you wanna say
Wolverines.
something.
No, he's just leading towards. Usual suspects, Wolverines.
That's a tough one. I'm going to go.
We spoke about it earlier.
We did. I would say Wolverines. You would say usual suspects.
I'm going usual suspects.
Yeah, I'm going Wolverines on this one. I got faith in my boy, Tony Tabet.
You got faith?
I got faith in my ex-teammate.
Wild Boys serve with ice.
Wild Boys and served with ice.
Wild Boys have been playing much better.
They have, but I like what Serve with Ice did against GNR last week, and I like that they'll be able to continue this momentum into the playoffs. Maybe they'll be like a nice Cinderella story, a team that nobody expected.
Nobody? You mean everybody but you?
Well, I am everybody.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So, so I think go Serve with Ice for the W.
W.
Interesting.
W. My daddy owns the Rangers. Club W.
Okay, Tim. You?
Weapons of mass destruction. Hello.
You've been looking at me weird. You can cue it now.
Club W.
Thank you guys for tuning in.
9/11, it wasn't me. I swear to God.
Terry Terrence fans, whoever that is.
Fan, Matt Kerouac.
There's one.
Dwarf Hands himself. No, Hobbit Hands. Hobbit Hands himself, Matt Kerouac.
Thank you, boys.
We gotta get more people to tweet us so we know who to make fun of.
Yeah, salut la visite.
Salut.